You schedule in that massage. You schedule in whatever you need to schedule in, honey. Hello there guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Patricia and I choose me every single time. Today I wanted to talk about lifestyle routines that just make sense if you're trying to glow up, grow up and really live like that miraculous life that you may possibly need and deserve. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have been on a personal journey of growth, okay? Working on myself, and I've been through the hard knock life of feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, confused, frustrated, like out of control. And I hate that feeling. And there are certain things that I realize that I've put in place, routines and habits that I've built that make me feel really good and like really in control. And I was one of those people who prioritize work, the hustle, my other responsibilities, sometimes my family, sometimes other people before I prioritize myself. And I had to stop and look back and be like, Patricia, you matter. You don't want to allow yourself to completely disintegrate because you're being no good to anybody. So I want to talk about how to like build routines and put yourself first on a daily basis that will allow you to kind of flourish and be the most healthy version of yourself. Before I get into this video, I want to give a shout out to BetterHelp, who are the sponsors for this video. BetterHelp is a platform that assesses your personal needs and will match you up with a licensed professional therapist. I want to tell you that a lot of the points that I'm going to talk about in this video are based on the fact that this year was the year that I committed to having regular therapy. And I learned so much about myself that it's been transformative. I learned about putting in boundaries. I learned about identifying what my core values are. I learned that I had to put myself first. And honestly, for me, like therapy was life changing. So with BetterHelp, there was access to over 15,000 plus licensed professionals. You can start communicating with your therapist or with your counselor within 48 hours. You can have online calls, you can send them messages, or you can set up scheduled regular video calls if you want to. It's much more affordable than seeing a therapist in person. And I believe that there are some financial aid options as well. So you can visit BetterHelp/Patricia Bright and you'll be able to get 10% off your first month as a little bit of a special offer from me. I will also have a link in the description bar below. Okay, let's get into this video. So the first lifestyle routine, which I say is part of the morning routine, is to waking up and choosing peace / waking up to what gives you peace. Let me explain. I hate waking up to the sound of that annoying iPhone alarm sound. It just makes me angry and it just sets me off and sets the tone of my day in a way that doesn't work for me. And if you wake up in a bad way every single day, then you're gonna have a bad week, a bad month, and a bad life, right? But I have made the decision to change the way in which I wake up. And I've done this by two ways. Number one, I use an app called Sleep Cycle, and that basically wakes me up at the time where I'm not in REM sleep. It identifies my movement, my breathing, and it then notices if I'm in a light form of sleep, and then I have an alarm that goes off. Now, I don't wake up to an alarm sound anymore. I wake up to a song that makes me feel really good. It's a song that gives me energy. It's a song that when I hear it, I go, oh my God, it's the morning. I love this. And I'm literally now a morning person. I choose to wake up in a way that makes me feel good. I don't want to wake up and be like, oh my gosh, another day, I can't be bothered for this. Like, no. Wake up to peace, wake up to things that make you feel good. So my next routine I try to have in place is my distractionless morning. And I know that we all know phones are bad, you know, don't consume social media, yada, 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 but a lot of us are addicted, right? And so we wake up and we have literally a habit of scrolling because actually we're programmed now that way that it's almost like a reflex. It's like breathing, it's like looking through TikTok or whatever, right? And I don't want to judge, but it's very bad to basically pour into yourself all this noise from other locations before you've been able to like pour your own growth into yourself. And I don't want to sound wishy-washy, but there's a lot of energy from all these outside sources, from emails, from Instagram, from TikTok, from all this stuff. It's all this information is coming at you, but you haven't even put your feet on the ground yet. You haven't even stabilized yourself at that point in time. So for me, I try to have a distractionless morning morning where I choose to fill myself up first and be selfish AF, okay? In my distractionless morning, I am not allowed to be disturbed by any or anybody. And at that point in time, I usually like to meditate, and I'll try to also do some journaling. I'll try to feed myself first with positive affirmations, to feed myself with positive reading. I might pick up a book, but I'll fill myself up first before the world tries to come in and take over that energy, okay? When you pick up your phone first thing in the morning, it's like filling up your cup of emotion. Yeah. I have this like analogy that we're like a cup, right? We are a cup, and we can be full or we can be empty. But throughout the day, we're filling up before it's time for us to be poured out. But the more we fill ourselves up with all the junk, all the stuff that we don't need, all the stuff that doesn't edify us, the more full we are, and we cannot absorb the good stuff that we need. So as much as possible, fill yourself up with the good stuff first, and then a sprinkling here and there of all that other, sugary drama that you don't actually need in your life. Therefore, try a distractionless morning and see if it makes a difference to you. So the next habit/routine that I've tried to build up is hardwiring happiness. This is actually based on the book that I've read, which has been so transformative for me. And it's not about a wishy-washy, just try and be positive, think about positive things. But in reality, our brain changes based on the kind of observations we make, right? I'm hoping I'm going to give you the detail. Maybe I'll review this book in some kind of time. I think I might want to do this. However, the brain can be more wired to negativity or more wired to positivity. And the more you wire your brain and almost force your brain to switch the way it perceives things, the more happy you feel like as a person. And so how I do this is I find and have positive moments or happy moments, and then I absorb them, right? I really try and be like, oh my gosh, that rose is beautiful. And I'll absorb that, and I'll focus on that, and I'll take that energy in. Or I might smell something and I'll be like, oh my God, that coffee smells really good. Take in that smell of that coffee and absorb it. It sounds mad, right? But it actually transforms you into a more positive person, because you're actually trying to rewire your brain to absorb happy moments more. But I've built the habit of looking for good moments and things to be grateful for and things to be happy with and things that make me feel beautiful or things that I see and observe. I look at them and I appreciate them and I absorb it. And then I move on with my day. But the energy I get is a far more positive energy over looking at everything that's wrong, looking at all the mistakes, looking at all the things that are annoying. Remove the energy from that thing and focus on the good things. And I found that for me, it's made my life feel easier because I'm becoming a more positive person because of those actions, and it's wild. So do check out the book, Hardwiring Happiness. It's amazing. This one's gonna be annoying because you've heard it 100 times over and over. Drink water. Drink water. Drink that water. You hate that one. I hate that one. Damn it. Why is water so dry? Like, I'm not gonna tell you I love water. I don't love water. Water is dry, okay? But it makes such a difference in how you feel. It makes a difference in how you look. It stops you from bloating, and it's just good for you. Like, the more hydrated you are, the better you feel and the better you look, right? And the thing I've had to do is like work out ways that I can consume water that I like, because I don't like it. So I do go for like flavored water, like the sugar-free flavored water. I also make sure that my water's ice cold. I have a chili bottle, and I also have a bottle that like tells me how much water I'm drinking in a day. And so I'm like building the habit to just finish that bottle, just finish it, take it down and be done with it. But water is like a super important thing, and it's a lifestyle routine that just makes sense. Drink your water. Yeah. Just drink it. Along with the basic things that you need to know, it's the exercise, it's to go to the gym, it's the workout. Yes, workout, it's good for you. It releases endorphins, it makes your day better. And I found that if I go to the gym like every day, it's not even about me like I'm trying to build, I'm trying to be skinny. It's just the process of going, making that commitment to me. It always makes me feel good. Let alone the endorphins you release when you move your body, you're always going to feel better. And I try to do this before I do do anything else in the day. I just do it in the morning, get my endorphins to get me going, and to not allow the distractions of life to get in the way. And it doesn't have to be the gym. It could be a walk. It could be a stretch at home. Just some form of physical activity that gets your body moving. Finally, and this is going to be a bit of a big section, it's actually scheduling everything. This for me is like game changing. Scheduling every hour of every day. My control freaks go, yes! But it's not just for the control freaks, it's for everybody. And it might sound like, oh my God, that's so rigid. How do you have fun when you schedule every hour of the day? No. You schedule in fun. You schedule in that massage. You schedule in whatever you need to schedule in, honey. Anyway, no, honestly, scheduling and meticulously planning your life day by day is just so transformative. I don't know what it is about it. And I used to find that my life was getting away from me, right? And the information was coming to me. It's just stuff was happening to me. But when I said, okay, let me define the stuff that I want to happen to me. What do I want to happen? And then I determine I'm going to do this then, and I'm going to do this on that day. And I learned from scheduling my time, I can't do everything all the time, but that's okay. I can schedule the time where I can do that. I find that a lot of us, or myself personally, feel this sense of overwhelm because there's so many things that we want to do and we feel like we don't have enough time to do it. You do when you schedule it in. If you set yourself a 1.5 hour window to read that book or to go to that gym or to complete that deck or to do something, you're gonna get more things done in a week than you'll get done by worrying things or thinking about it and not actually doing it. Scheduling is game changing. I don't want to get too much into it, but I might show you my Google Calendar. I have categories of how I spend my time, and I have my highlight time, I have my goal time, at the time where people can disturb me. So I'll have like a 2-hour window, and like ever since I started to schedule my time, it feels like I have more time. Oh, and of course, scheduling social time, see your people, have fun, have a phone call. All of that can happen within the parameters of a Google Calendar. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was a bit of like a self-helpy kind of one, but this is something that I've been really working on, and I feel like I'm growing as a person and I love it, and I feel like I have to come up here and share with you guys like the stuff that I genuinely care about. And this is it right about now, okay? So thank you to my sponsor, BetterHelp. I'll have a link in the description bar below. Do check them out because therapy is powerful, okay? And in the meantime, I will catch you all later. Bye.